speaking of games, Denver Broncos. Guys, I feel like the Denver Broncos have overachieved this season. Mark D had them at 8 wins. I had them about six wins, and they finished 10-7. I definitely feel like they overachieved this season. They did finish the regular season, guys, at 10-7 with the 7th seed in the AFC playoffs. But buy or sell? Will the Denver Broncos push the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West title next season? Are we thinking that the Denver Broncos are going to win or compete for the AFC West title in 2025 NFL season? Guys, Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos got better each and every game this season. From week 5 on, from the New York Jets game when it was 10-9, they got better each and every week. Bo Nix definitely balled out. Sean Payton coached his ass off. That defense played lights out. They did play a bad game in the playoffs versus a really, really good team in the Denver Broncos. In the Buffalo Bills. Let's just be honest. But the Broncos did finish in third place in the division this season. In the NFC West, they were a third-place team behind the Chargers and by the Kansas City Chiefs, which therefore means they get a third-place schedule next season yet again in 2025. So they get a nice little easy schedule next season, right? Easier schedule. The Denver Broncos were 2-5 versus playoff teams this season, counting a gimme game versus the Kansas City Chiefs back in Week 18. And beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fresh off the blue flu. They do have 16 notable free agents in 2025, a lot of them on the defensive side of the ball. So guys, buy or sell? Will the Denver Broncos push the Kansas City Chiefs for the AFC West title next season? And I was going to buy this. I was going to buy this because I like Bo Nix. I like what Sean Payton's doing. I like what the defense was doing. I like the fact that they had a 34-point-plus game the last 3 weeks of the season, the regular season. But when I looked at that third-place schedule, next year, the AFC West plays the NFC East and the NFC South. But with that third-place schedule, they will also be playing the Green Bay Packers. They will be playing the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Football Jets. So that easy schedule, really not so easy. The Bengals are going to be better. Whether you want to admit it or not, the Bengals are going to be competing for the AFC North next season. Green Bay Packers, youngest team in the NFL. They're pissed off. They have something to prove it all next season. New York Jets, yeah, it is what it is. But to say that the Broncos are ready to compete for the Chiefs for that AFC West title, I got to sell it. I got to sell it because I have faith in the Chargers. I have faith in the Chargers that they're going to be a little bit better next season. Also believe in sophomore slumps. We see them with CJ Stroud this season. I am selling that they're not going to be competing for the AFC West title next season, but the year after that, it's a different story. But guys, buy or sell? Will the Denver Broncos compete for the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West title next season? Casey says the Broncos went Week 18 win with their heads. Sorry, let me say that again. Casey says the Broncos Week 18 win went to their heads. They overachieved. They have a future with Bo, but he can't beat the second and third stringers. You've already won the Super Bowl. Not wrong. Alpha Rob says buy. I'm sure they will add a run game and a receiver. If they do that, Alpha Rob, it has to be through the draft. They are in cap hell. What is it? $60 million dead cap hit for Russell Wilson next season. There's a reason why they got rid of Jerry Jeudy, because they couldn't afford him. Let's just call it what it is. They would have to get a receiver and a running game through the draft, and I'm not for sure they will. Not for sure they will. Laura says, poor Broncos. They tried so hard to finish good this season. There's always next season. They tried. Just like the Minnesota Vikings. They tried. 13 seconds. There we go. My man, 13 seconds says they failed to get to the playoffs in the last 3 games. Then they had to play backup. Slow down on Bo, Sam Darnold. Can we say, can we put a pin in this conversation? I'll be curious to see what Bo does next year. And Laura says, buy. I'm buying it. I can see it happening. She says, I could see the Denver Broncos competing for the Kansas City Chiefs next season. Kansas City Chiefs are in complete rebuild mode, as some people say. I don't know where they're coming up with like that crap, but okay. Okay. Scooby UT says the Falcons is a great franchise, but they're always not playing well. Okay. Michael Burlew says, think all 3 of the AFC West teams are going to go smack each other around. Can see them getting in a race, but see the Chargers getting the division, if not the Chiefs. Let's not forget about the Raiders. Let's not forget about the Raiders. I'm kidding.